Je m'appelle Pauline, j'ai 20 ans, je suis belge. J'étudie en Belgique, mais pour le moment je suis en Erasmus à Dublin. Dublin, c'est la capitale de la République d'Irlande. Et pour le moment, on est dans le train vers Belfast. Belfast, c'est la capitale de l'Irlande du Nord. C'est aussi sur l'île d'Irlande, mais c'est rattaché au Royaume-Uni. Et c'est la dernière ville de l'Union européenne où il y a encore des murs qui séparent les habitants de la ville entre eux. Le mur, il est entre quoi et quoi pour toi?
Les murs sont entre les protestants et les catholiques pour séparer les quartiers. C'est pas un mur comme à Berlin, tu vois. C'est hop, ils mettent un petit mur là, un petit mur là, un petit mur là, pour couper les rues. Tu vois.
Je crois que c'est entre les jardins.
Ça passe partout. Hein. Tu vois, ça c'est les murs. Tu vois.
Ah mon Dieu, il y en a plein.
Tu vois, ici. Mirrors.
Et ça, dans leur tête, c'était pour calmer.
Ça a marché, non?
Ça a marché.
Ouais, parce que maintenant, ça s'est calmé.
Tu crois?
Ouais, d'office.
Non, si tu construis des murs, c'est pour te rappeler tous les jours qu'il y a ce problème-là.
Ouais, je disais, l'IRA, elle s'est désarmée il n'y a pas longtemps. Attends, voilà. Renonce définitivement à la lutte armée en 2005.
En 2005? Ouais. C'est qui Gary Allan?
C'est
le président de Sinn Féin.
Qui est le parti politique de l'IRA en fait. Je ne sais plus combien de voix à l'Assemblée.
Et les autres, ils n'avaient pas d'armes?
Si, bien sûr. Les loyalistes, qui eux prônent pour garder l'Irlande du Nord dans le giron anglais.
Maintenant, tu crois que les habitants, ils en pensent quoi?
Je sais pas, on verra.
In a sense, for me, it's not an issue of Catholic and Protestant. It's an issue of the contested nature of the national identity between Britain and Ireland. And it's a question around unionism, union between Northern Ireland and the rest of Britain, or nationalism and a united Ireland. So everything that we talk about, I think, needs to be put into that context. It's not Catholics and Protestants fighting each other. It's not a religious war. It's about the national constitutional status of this part of this island. And I think that's where we need to focus. These are the legacies of the conflict. You know, there are parts of Belfast as well that have some of the highest suicide rates in Europe. There are parts of Belfast that have an extremely disproportionate amount of people who are on prescription drugs and who are addicted to substances like alcohol and stuff like that. These can be connected with the legacies of the Troubles. People who've grown up with tension at their doorstep every day. People who live, and there are people who live with a 50-metre wall at the back of their garden. You know, these legacies are what we need to deal with now and give people the chance that they never had to have a normal, what most people would consider a normal life.
So this would be a Protestant area, and over that side there would be Catholic area. As I say, you can see
There's a church.
The fence. Do you see the big fence? That had to be built right after they built the bridge. So there's a peace wall. What they would call a peace wall down there. Now they have somebody had the sense to build this big mound, which actually was higher than the peace wall. Which meant all they had to do was walk over there and start throwing stones at them and bricks and whatever they wanted at them houses. See if they park their car, they have to put carpet. Big sheets of wood and all over the car.
Well, our job is to support people like Trevor, who are doing it day in, day out, mostly as volunteers, on the ground, active community, just people who want the best for their community and for their people, so that they can have the opportunities to go to college, to get a good job, and that the life and the opportunities that they will have will mean that there will be no longer a need for people to engage in conflict.
It's the same as exactly over there was the same thing. These people have got exactly the same problems as what we have. It's like a mirror image. Yeah. They've got youths out of control. Yeah. They've got drug problems, alcohol problems, housing issues, and I would say if I give 20 issues from over there, they would give 20 exactly the same. Because there's, apart from a religious thing, there's nothing different between the two sides. It just took a long time to try and work that out.
And to tell everyone it's the same.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard. I'm not saying it's all rosy and everything goes all right. Just some people don't want to change.
Yeah.
Ici, le mur de Belfast, qui fait 2 fois la taille du mur de Berlin. Ce mur symbolise 30 ans de guerre. Il est encore là aujourd'hui. D'ailleurs, il y a des parties qui ont été construites il y a 2 ans à peine.
Il sépare les deux communautés. Donc d'un côté, ici, par exemple, on est dans le quartier catholique de Belfast, Belfast Ouest principalement, et de l'autre côté, c'est le quartier protestant. Et donc ce mur sépare tout le quartier ouest en deux en tout cas. Et on a du mal à s'imaginer encore à l'heure actuelle qu'une ville en Europe puisse avoir un mur. Mais bon, les jeunes du coin, ça n'a pas l'air de trop les déranger. Il y a un réel sentiment de sécurité qui se crée grâce à ce mur, mais d'un autre côté, on sépare complètement les deux communautés l'une de l'autre, et ce qui fait qu'on ne peut pas régler le problème avec ce mur. On règle la violence, mais on ne règle pas le problème global de ce qui se passe encore maintenant à Belfast.
Ouais.
Donc voilà, c'est impressionnant quand même.
Ouais, c'est impressionnant. En tout cas, tu peux pas l'oublier, quoi. Tu le vois tous les jours.
Non, il est partout.
Yeah, the red is most of the murals are up here on the Protestant side, and this is going to be the Catholic side. There's more murals on the Protestant side than the Catholic side. This is, well, they're... And there's more that are not on the on here. Like you can see some in my own neighborhood here, as you probably have.
What are for you is the influence of the European Union in the progress?
The peace programme has certainly helped that. The other thing about Europe has given people an additional, I think, an additional form of identity and a shared identity that a lot of people can engage with, and I think that's been very important over the last, say, 20 odd, 30 years. That Europe has been beneficial to places like this. One of the things that I think we have a responsibility to do now is to be beneficial to other areas ourselves on the back of the benefits that Europe has given us. You know, there are other places in Europe and around the world where Europe would have an interest that are seeking to transform conflict and transform civil discord. And I think it's important that we share the experiences that we have.
The next one there over in Spain, you have the 3 independent regions in Spain. You have Galicia, Catalonia, and you have the Basque Country. And so that's kind of a assemblage of part of a country that wishes to be free, kind of what that means. And of course you have Che Guevara of Cuba getting their freedom.
I was at an event this morning just there where there were people there from Colombia, Palestine, Sri Lanka, and Belfast, and the whole topic of the conversation was around the development of children in post-conflict societies. And this is funded by a European Union peace programme, by the way, and it's how you, as children, how you can educate children to live in a diverse society, in a multicultural society, where people from different cultures interact as normal in a share. And I suppose when you're coming out of conflict and the prejudices and the stereotypes are there about the other, how do you engage people to think about the wider community issues?